Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another video. And today, again, we are going to talk about Atletico Madrid. And we gotta say, man, I've gotta say, man, that 2026 hasn't been nice. Has it been till now? In the January for Atletico Madrid, at least for Atletico fans? Of course not, man. Who gonna say it's gonna be good, right? With the kind of performances which we have given, the kind of results which we have got, and of course, why are we the one every time whenever it's a match? People are like, anything can happen with Atletico, man. Right. And here we are with a brilliant strategy in terms of transfer market, with all those articles, from the last week of December, talking about how it's going to be one of the busiest transfer week, like transfer month of January for Atletico from like recent years or so. And here we are with the most entertaining transfer January transfer window. Yeah, literally. I'm just so flabbergasted, man. Like the amount of signings which we have done in this market, it's crazy. And in comparison to this, the amount of departures we have. Harvey Kalan left to Osasuna, Raspadori left to Atlanta, and Rao Vallecano took Carlos Martin for a loan move till the end of the season. And of course, my boy, Mike boy, Conor Gallagher went to Spurs. We have got four departures. One from left back, one from possible forward, whom Simeone for some reason always plays at fullback, and one from the midfield, and one from the forward, who can also play on the right wing as well. Right and left wing, whatever you want to say. Aren't those some important positions whom we have got ourselves departures from? Of course they are. And are those departures justified? To me, and of course to the board, and to fans, logically, it is. But where are the recruits? See, today, as I'm recording this video, it's 1 week is left from January to end. Okay, and the way things are going, don't be surprised if we get our fourth or fifth choice of like option for all these departures. We need a midfielder, we need a decent good midfielder so that we can compete for titles, whatever, yada yada. And then of course a good fullback. We still haven't got anyone good since Felipe Luis left the club. Okay, and we are gonna play a makeshift right left back with David Hansko there, and of course Ruggeri. Though kudos to Ruggeri for recent performances, he's been a bit better now, a bit more comfortable. I mean, how are we gonna like? How are we gonna operate at this level? I don't know, man. And just to put up some salt on those wounds, Griezmann has now suffered an injury, and he'll be out for a few, at least on 2 match days, at least for sure. He's got a thigh injury, so it's gonna take some time, man. I don't know how long. I'm just concerned the form Alvarez in and all those pathetic PR moves by Barcelona, by other Premier League clubs about that they are just planning this packages for getting Julian Alvarez from Atletico and all. It's just simply infuriating and just really gets over my nerves. But I'm here thinking, are we gonna be competent enough? Guys, I don't know what is gonna happen and who's gonna come now in this team. I'm seeing names being thrown away here and there, and personally I'm saying this to you guys, like nobody knows whom they're gonna bring. All these different news articles, all these different reporters and all, David Ornstein and everyone, nobody knows for sure, because nobody knows how the hell this board of Atletico operates. Literally, we need an important midfielder for this team. We need a midfield reinforcement, and we need a left player from the left back position. But here we are still silent. Things, see, table can turn, like table can turn. Okay, I mean, whatever they're doing, I'm still hopeful for Alemany. What is he's gonna do? Tables can turn. Maybe like in next week, like this week as I'm talking about, we might get two solid signings, and we'll be like, I'm like, wow, man, wow, like that's crazy. And we've got a 60 million boost, and we actually recouped all the money which we put in Gallagher. So it actually went down to be a pretty decent deal for us, to be honest. And I don't know. That's like, I'm so blank. I just wanted to say this thing to all those people who are, if they are like people out there who are listening to me. I'm just so blank of how things are going. But I wanted to hear talk about things and how it just is concerning to every other Atletico fan out there. It is, man. It's concerning as well. Okay, so now the rant and everything has been out, and let's just get a bit pragmatic, bit more logical. with the performances which we have given. Okay, there were some few decent-esque performance which was against Galatasaray, and of course the performance against Real Madrid in the semi-final. But there were also questionable performances against Real Sociedad, and of course the performance against Alaves, the ending 15 to 20 minutes against a team which is near relegation zone. Those nerve-wracking last few minutes at home, man, just so frustrating. And of course, the match against Deportivo La Coruna, who's a third division side in Copa del Rey, and now we have got our next match against Real Betis in Copa del Rey, which is at Real Betis' home. It's gonna be a bit tough, and let's just hope for the best. That is all I can say, man. I just want to win that match, but Real Betis is gonna be tricky. It won't be like Getafe last year. Okay, but of course, of all these performances and the lethargy and the lack of synergy between the team and everything, as much as I ranted about things and I'm frustrated about the transfers and all, and as much as I know people who are watching this team are impatient and all, I've got to say this, that you have to trust the process, man. You have to trust the process, you have to trust the manager, you have to trust Simeone with things, and you have to, of course, the reason for that being, you know the team is changing the way they are playing. We are getting more in the high line position, we are playing more attacking forward going football, more use of the wings, like the flanks are going to be way more useful, and the way we are doing 1-2 and everything, we are trying to get more, not trying to, we are actually going forward to get a more possession based football. See, the previous year's signings, they literally worked, and we had a really good first season if we were to build upon that. The reason we did not change the system previous year, it was just we had improvement at positions. Okay, we needed a better defender. Savage went away. We got Lenormand, and of course we got Longley of Mario Hermoso. Even though Hermoso and Longley, I don't think that's an upgrade or whatever, but yeah. And in midfield, we offloaded Saul, and we got ourselves Gallagher. And at forward position, we offloaded, of course, Morata and Memphis Depay, and we got Alvarez and Sorlo. So it was just like kind of like an upgrade, and that really showed in the performances and the way we were in the title race till the March. But this season we have literally got an overhaul. I was really nervous. I've seen a lot of teams do these kind of things in Premier League, and how it's tough for them to just simply quickly get into the mold and just beat the shit out of other teams. Thus I was a bit cautious, but of course I was optimistic as well. And it's just happened, like now we are having a lot of inconsistent performances. But the way these new owners whom the club has now been sold to, which I'm really hoping, like, the board is also gonna change eventually. Till now the board hasn't changed much, and let's see what they're gonna do. I did a video on the same of how Atletico might be under this ownership of Apollo and all, so do make sure to check it out on my channel. But see, other than that, as I said, you have to trust the process. You have to trust the manager who has gotten us at the position where we are, the okay, in the top three of La Liga. And yeah, so that is all, man. I have to say, performance is gonna be a bit up and down, but yeah, luck is not on our side as well. That is what it is, man. And but of course, above this, you have to kind of criticize the transfers as well. Boersa, like, before leaving this club, like, he really kind of missed a lot of things in terms of transfer. We wanted new players and defenders, but we were always going on for third choice, second choice, third choice, second choice with everything. This is unacceptable. That is exactly the reason why we are not here, like, being challenging for things that easily, at like competent enough at which we should be with all the money we have spent. Okay, and I don't know, man. As I said, of this transfer market, just January, what's gonna happen? Oh man, I just want our team to do good and win games. That is all I want, and that is all, of course, you want to do also want, right? So yeah, man, that is all I've said. We have bought tons of wingers. We play players who are playing on the left side and the right side, but they hardly dribble. We have got midfielders. They've got physicality, but they hardly dribble. Okay, we have got a creator, but like we have got a guy who can create out of nowhere in the name of Baena, but the man has to do physical stuff first before letting those instinctive passes which he was known for in Villarreal to do, and that is what we are unable to give him. And talking about Alvarez again, the guy he's been really cold, and the one of the biggest reason, as I said before, is the lack of creativity in the midfield for the link up and like making up chances. He had to drop deep in the midfield and do all those link up and stuff, whatever, and he's not been able to play a proper like number 9s kind of role, which he personally wanted to play, while being a main man in the team. He's the main man of this team, but he's not playing the kind of position which he would have loved to. So that it is, man, that it is. I've said to you everything which I know and which is pragmatically, logically the things which you should be expecting and understanding, and that it is. That it is. And that is it for this video, man. I don't have much more to say. We have talk about the next match later. And yeah, man, I am a bit like disappointed with some of the results, but it's okay, man. You've got to swallow those pill if you really want to change the way like the whole team plays and the system and everything. So yeah, thank you for watching till the end. Hope to see you soon. Comment below what you feel about this, all this scenario and stuff, and subscribe for more. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.